Hello everyone, welcome to Scholarly. Today our subject is maths and the topic is indices. So let's see what are indices. Friends, we have learnt how to multiply two numbers. But what happens if we have to multiply a number by itself several times? Let's see. There is a shortcut. So here is an example. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. Here 3 is multiplied by 3 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 is written 5 times in multiplication. So we can simply write here 3 raised to power 5. Why I have written 5 here? Because 3 is multiplied 5 times. Here is 3 written 5 times, so the power is 5. 3 raised to 5, it's nothing but its index form, the index form of a number. In this form, this 3 is the base. 3 is the base and 5 is called as index. Or we can also call it exponent. Index or exponent. So we can simply write here 3 raised to 5. We read it like 3 raised to 5 or the fifth power of 3 and written as like this. We can also draw the answer, like calculate the answer. 3 raised to 5 equals to 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 3s are 27. 27 3s are 81 and 81 3s are 243. So the value of this number 3 raised to 5 is 243. In this way we can calculate the value of any number in index form by simply multiplying, but we can write it like this. So let's see some other examples of indices. So friends, here is a chart to understand indices well. There are some columns. Here the indices are written: base, index, multiplication form and the value, that is the final answer. So first example in indices is 3 raised to 4 or the fourth power of 3. In this number the base is 3, index is 4. We can write this number in multiplication form as 3 into 3 into 3 into 3, that is 4 times 3, and the answer or the value of this product is 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27 and 27 3s are 81. So 3 raised to 4, the answer would be 81. Next example is 7 raised to 3. In this number the base is of course 7, the index is 3. The multiplication form of this number is 7 into 7 into 7. 7 7s are 49 and 49 7s are 343 is the value of this number. Next number is 5 raised to 4. The base is 5, index is 4. Multiplication form 5 into 5 into 5 into 5, 4 times 5. The answer is 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125 and 125 into 5, the answer is 625. Last example from this table is 9 raised to 2. The base is 9, index is 2. Multiplication form 9 into 9, 9 9s are 81. So in this way we can find out the value of this indices, writing like this. We can write them in multiplication form like this and then calculate the values. Now let's see the laws of indices. So the first law of indices, that is multiplication of indices but with the same base. Whenever we have to multiply the indices with same base, then their powers get added like this. If a is a number, then a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. The powers got added. Let's see one example for this. Suppose we have taken an index like 5 raised to 3 multiplied by 5 raised to 4. In this example, the first 5 raised to 3 power is 3. Then the next one 5 raised to 4, the power is 4. 5 raised to 3 plus 4, that is 5 raised to 7. Then we can calculate the value of this number. Or another example, 3 raised to 2 multiplied by 3 raised to 3. 3 raised to 2 plus 3, that is 3 raised to 5. In this way, the powers or the indices got added when we multiply two index form numbers with the same base. This is the first law of indices. Second law of indices is a raised to m divided by a raised to n. The division of indices, a raised to m divided by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n, where m is greater than n. M and n are the powers where a is the base. Same base having different powers where m is greater than n, then the powers got subtracted in division. Let's see one example like this. 2 raised to 5 divided by 2 raised to 3. We can also write it like this, 2 raised to 5 divided by 2 raised to 3. Then what would be the answer, or how can we calculate this division? 2 raised to 5 divided by 2 raised to 3, their powers are 5 and 3 respectively. 2 raised to 5 minus 3, that is 2 raised to 2. This is like this, 2 raised to 5 and 2 raised to 3. I can also explain how can we subtract or how the powers got subtracted. 2 raised to 5, we also we can write it like this in the multiplication form, 2 raised to 5 and 2 raised to 3, 2 into 2 into 2, like this. So the 2's, 3 times 2's are got cancelled, only what remains 2 into 2, that is 2 raised to 2. So this is the second law of indices, division of indices. The first one was multiplication, second is division. Let's see the next law. The third rule or third law of indices is any number a having power 1 or the first power of any number is the number itself. That is a raised to 1 equals to a. For example, suppose the given number is 4. 4 raised to 1 equals to 4. That is the first power. First power of any number is the number itself. The next or fourth law of indices is a raised to 0 equals to 1. That is the value of any number having 0 power is 1. Any number having 0 power, the value is 1. For example, 8 raised to 0, that is 1. Fifth law of indices is a raised to minus m equals to 1 by a raised to m. Now let's see how can we write it like this. A raised to minus m equals to 1 by a raised to m is the fifth law of indices. So a raised to minus m, we can also write it like this, a raised to minus m into 1. This 1 also we can write it like this, a raised to minus m into, instead of this 1, let's write a raised to m by a raised to m. The value remains the same, a raised to m by a raised to m, that is 1. So by the law of multiplication of the indices, a raised to minus m into a raised to m divided by a raised to m equals to a raised to minus m plus m by a raised to m minus m plus m, that is 0, a raised to 0 by a raised to m, and with the law, fourth law, a raised to 0 equals to 1, that is 1 by a raised to m. This is the fifth law. So just taking an example, if we write here 3 raised to minus 5, then it would be 1 by 3 raised to 5, the positive power, 3 raised to 5. 3 raised to minus 5 equals to 1 by 3 raised to 5. It is the fifth law of indices. Let's see the next laws. Let's see the sixth rule or sixth law of indices, the index of the product of two numbers. Observe this formula. AB, the product of two numbers is given in the bracket. A and B are the two numbers, and A into B is given in bracket. The index is given to the whole bracket. That means A into B, bracket raised to M. Whenever numbers are given like this, then the power or the index is applicable for the two numbers separately, or we can write them like this: AB bracket raised to m is equal to A raised to m multiplied by B raised to m. Let's see one example. Suppose two numbers are given in bracket like this: 5 into 4 bracket raised to 3. Then how can we simplify this example? We can simply write here like 5 raised to 3 multiplied by 4 raised to 3, and then we can calculate the value of this example. So 5 raised to 3, 5 5s are 25, 25 5s are 125 multiplied by 4 raised to 3, 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64, and then calculate these two numbers. It's 8,000 is the answer of this bracket. So this is the sixth law of indices. Now coming to the next law, the power of a number in index form. The rule says like A raised to m is a number in index form, and the bracket raised to n is given here. A raised to m bracket raised to n. So how can we simplify this? A raised to m into n, that is the product of two indices is written. Base is same. Example for this is 2 raised to 2 bracket raised to 3. We can simplify like this: 2 is the base, the indices are 2 and 3. Multiply these indices, 2 into 3, that is 2 raised to 3 2s are 6. 2 raised to 6 is the simple form of this. So the value of this 2 raised to 6, 2 into 2 into 2, 2 into 2 into 2, 6 times 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, and 32 2s are 64. 64 is the answer or the simple form of this example. So this is the seventh law of indices. Let's see the next law. Let's see or revise the laws once again. The first law we learnt was A raised to m into A raised to n, that is the product of two numbers having index form with same base. Then to calculate this value we have to add the indices, that is A raised to m plus n. In the second law, the quotient is given or division of two indices is given with same base, a raised to m divided by a raised to n. Their powers got subtracted like a raised to m minus n. The third law says that a raised to 1, that is the first power of any number, is the number itself. A raised to 1 equals to a. The fourth law says the zero power of any number, that is a raised to 0, is 1. Nothing but 1. A raised to 0 equals to 1. Fifth law was a raised to minus m equals to 1 by a raised to m. That is the multiplicative inverse of a raised to m. The sixth law says that a into b, that is the product of two numbers a and b having the same power m. A b bracket raised to m, we can write it like this: a raised to m into b raised to m. That is, we can write the power separately for the numbers. Seventh law is a by b bracket raised to m, that is the quotient is given or the division of these two numbers, the bracket raised to m. Here we can also give the power separately to the numbers like a raised to m divided by b raised to m, and then we can simplify them. Eighth law is a raised to m bracket raised to n, that is the power of the number in index form. So the powers got multiplied, or the product of indices we have to write here like a raised to m into n. And the ninth law was like this: a by b bracket raised to minus m is equal to b by a bracket raised to m. So this b by a is the multiplicative inverse of a by b, or we can simply call it the reciprocal of a by b. Then the power will be positive like m, b by a bracket raised to m. So these were the laws of indices. Very simple. If you practice them with examples, then you will find them very simple and easy. Now the next point is very important, that is the square root. Before explaining that, one point I got missed, like whenever we write the second power of any number, it is called as the square of that number, and whenever we write the third power of any number, it is called as the cube of that number. So let's see how can we find out the square root, or what is the square root of any number, by a simple method. Now friends, the last but the most important part of this topic is squares and square roots. So just I told you what are squares. Whenever we write a number like this, 4 raised to 2, the second power of 4, we can also read it like this: 4 square. 4 square, 4 into 4, 4 4s are 16. So this number 16 is the square of this 4. 16 is the square of 4. Then 4 is called the square root of 16. Remember this: 16 is called the square of 4, while 4 is the square root of 16. So we can also calculate the square roots of other squares or square numbers. There is a simple method, that is factorization method. We can using this factorization method, or simply writing the number in factors, we can find out the square roots of any square numbers. So let's see one example for this. If the given square number is 144. 144 is a square number. It is a square of a number. We have to find out its square root. So how can we find out the square root of this number? By factorization method. Just see here, I have written this number like this, 144, and I am going to write the factors of this number. So first start with our prime number 2, as 144 is an even number. So let's start with 2. If we divide this 144 by 2, what will you get? 2 2 sevens are 14 and 2 twos are 4. 72 again is an even number. Divide this by 2. 2 threes are 6 and 2 six are 12. 36 again write here 2. 2 ones are 2. 2 eights are 16. 18 twos are 36 as we know. We can also tally this like 18 twos are 36 or 36 twos are 72 like this. Again 2 nines are 18. You have learned how to factorize a number. So you can simply factorize this like this. 2 nines are 18. Now there is an odd number 9, so we cannot divide this 9 by 2. Write here 3. The next prime number is 3. 3 threes are 9. 3 threes are 1. 3 ones are 3. So we have factorized this number 144 like this. Let's write these factors in multiplication form. 144 equals to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. This 144 we have written it in the factors multiplication form. Let's make pairs of these factors. So 2 into 2 is a pair. 2 into 2 is another pair and 3 into 3 is a pair. Let's take one number from each pair. From this pair I have written 2, from this 2, and from this pair I have written 3. 2 into 2 into 3. We have taken one number from each pair. Let's see what we got. 2 twos are 4, 4 threes are 12, and the square root of 144 is 12. This is the sign of square root. If we write any square number in this sign, then we have to find the square root. So read it like square root of 144 equals to 12. And if we calculate the square of 12, then it would be like 144. So in this method or by this method we can calculate the square root of any square number. Just remember, we have to know, or we should know, the perfect square number. Then and then you will get the correct answer. There is another method of finding out the square roots, the division method. Wait for our next video to learn that second method. So today in this video we have learned what are indices, the bases and indexes or indices, and how to find out the value of index numbers. And then we have also learned the laws of indices, the squares, square roots, all of these things. So let us know, did you like this video or not? Do share with us by your comments. And for watching more such videos, watch Scholarly Enhance the Learning now. If you haven't subscribed it yet, then subscribe it now. So till then, take care and bye bye.